I had this guy come over. He had the nerve to ask me, "What's that smell?" And I asked him, "Was this his first time being with a female?" And he said, "Of course not." He looked at me like what I was saying was just the craziest thing in the world. And I said, "Well, if you've been with a female before, you would know what that smell is. Because females naturally have a fishy smell between our legs, and that's just normal." And I was just very irritated with him. I felt like I was being judged. He put his clothes on and he left. He ran, actually. And I was just like really irritated because I feel like women deserve more.
Good Lord. I apologize for bringing y'all into that. But today we're going to talk about the entitlement in these women, bro. And where we went wrong, where it all went wrong, guys. Because I'm telling you, they predicted this. They predicted the change in our women. So it's definitely learned and it's definitely programmed behavior. But we can't keep using that as an excuse, because if we know all this, right, then it's time that the women start to change. If they know they've been tricked, they know they've been bamboozled, it's time they start to change, because it's looking bad out here. It's looking bad out here. Miss me with the not all. Yeah.
My friends, a time is coming when women will leave the home and go into the world blindly, and yet feel that they are our equals. They will quickly become entitled, as we men will tell them any and everything they want to hear, because we will have no one to come home to.
And see, that's where the spiritual world come into play. And I don't understand why you guys don't respect that Bible, because that says the same thing. In the Bible, it says the same thing, guys. This is the Lilith. Remember I talk about Lilith, guys? They think they are equal. Remember he said, a time gonna come where they think they are equal? That's Lilith, bro. Peep game.
The tale explains that Lilith was Adam's first wife, and that she was created alongside Adam. However, unlike Eve, Adam and Lilith did not coincide, and were not particularly compatible sexually. The text of Ben Sira explains that Adam always assumed the top position during sex, but that Lilith wanted this position for herself. Essentially, Lilith aspired to be dominant during sex, and it's implicated that Lilith wanted to be seen as Adam's equal. But Adam didn't want for this, and so, like most of the women in my life, Lilith packed her stuff and flew away.
As their egos become more inflated by their vast amount of suitors, and yes, there will be vast amounts because we men are hunters by nature, the women will take longer to decide which of these men should become their life partner. The longer they take, the more hollow they will become, as they will end up in bed with most of these men, with each of these men taking away pieces of them. Once they do find a long-term partner, they will never be satisfied, as they enjoyed being preyed upon. This will lead them to leave their marriage and go back out into the world, seeking someone else to complete their hollow core. Sadly, this cycle will continue until they are in their 40s and are no longer desirable prey. But what of the children, you might ask? Yes, what of the children, indeed? The home life that we value will be no more. Most of these women will have children by several different men, while others will have no children at all, as they will go to extreme measures to prevent this from happening. My friends, I hope you value your family today, as your children will not be so fortunate tomorrow. I can only pray that God watches over them through life. What a world it will be. With that, I will say good night. I hope you've enjoyed this look into the future.
Trust me. When I tell you they left us nothing to enjoy. It's not enjoyable. And then to know we had this information since way back then. You see, that's black and white TV, guys. We on a 5K and we still ain't fixed the issue. So the problem and the solution and what have been done has sat around us for this long, and ain't nobody trying to fix it. Are y'all really winning? Are y'all winning? Are y'all really winning? Y'all thriving in the stupidity, ladies? Because y'all the ones getting tricked. Y'all the ones getting affected. It feels so good temporarily, but in the end, you see all of these old women in denial. Let's try to fix this, man. Like, we gotta fix this.
Girls, it's time for you to start being so for real. You will never outmaneuver, outtalk, outmanipulate a rich, successful older man. It's never gonna happen. You will never outsmart a powerful man. Whatever fantasies they sell you about dressing and speaking and acting a certain type of way so that you can get the results that you want out of a rich man are just that. They're fantasies, nothing else. Because in reality, they can smell that a mile away. They can see when you're lying, when you're scheming, when you're trying to act like you're somebody you're not. Do you think they got all that money by being stupid and not being able to be socially aware and read people? Don't delude yourself. You will not outmanipulate him.
So now, all she's saying in layman terms is you could try that slick stuff, old ladies. You could try that slick stuff, little Liliths, old Liliths. You could try that with Eves, with the young ladies. You could slide that forbidden sickness to the young ladies, but it ain't gonna work on us Abrahams. You might convince an Adam to be stupid and play along to get along with you, but you're not gonna convince gods and Abrahams. It's not going down.
Average black woman in America don't get no older than about 14. So just talk to her and deal with her like you dealing with a 14-year-old. Don't come at her like you dealing with an equal, because she's not going to be able to accept that. You got to go way back. And we cut off at about 14 to 15. We don't develop and mature no further until we get some new information and accept some different information. Look at a lot of my lectures on YouTube. People have put everything I got out there just about. They rob me every day. So go and look those up and listen to some of those, and they're in short enough clips that you'll be able to get some information and be able to share that with her. Because I give it out really straight and really direct, and I give us useful tools that we can use every day like you're talking about. But if you love her, and she gonna fight against right, because that's how we have been reared by the enemy. That ain't her you fighting. You fighting the demon in her that was put in her by the enemy.
My tubes.
Is there any reason you don't want to have a baby?
My tubes are tied.
What? Oh.
Yeah.
Yo, tubes tied.
Did you know that her tubes were tied?
So you got chastity belt on a mushu?
So you did not know that her tubes were tied. So you thought that when you got married, y'all were going to be able to have a family. Okay.
For real, Toya? So I'm thinking that something's wrong with me, right? And I'm saving up money or whatever to try to get me together, whatever, do stuff for you, right? And make our marriage whole. So how long you had your tubes tied?
Since 2018, after
18. So I'm thinking I'm shooting blanks, whatever, and it ain't me, huh?
He was looking through my phone, checking my messages, and ended up saying that I was cheating with another guy.
Phone rung, and it said her sister. And I know her sister's numbers and had a different number, so I answered the phone. And whoever it was, they didn't say anything. They got quiet, so I politely handed her the phone. She's always very honest when she gets caught. So she went ahead and came clean.
So, Miss Fain, you were cheating on your husband?
Yes, I was.
Why?
Pretty much, I got married early, and I just wasn't interested in Drew anymore. So I started cheating.
Is this the only time you caught your wife cheating?
No, it's not. All right, this was the second time. And, you know, the first time is very eerily similar to the second. You know, I answered the phone, and, you know, the same thing. I took her the phone, and she told the truth about it. You know, we had our, argument or whatever you want to call it. And, she told the truth. And, we worked past it.
So how many different affairs did you have?
2.
And this was not just your boyfriend, this was your husband.
Yes. Yeah. I don't want to watch another man's kids. I don't want to raise another man's kids. She can have 20 more kids, and they're going to fall on me.
My tubes are tied.
I don't want that. No, I want a divorce.
Mr. Jeter, you are not the father.
Ooh.
And do you know who Kingston's biological father is?
Yes, Your Honor. It's the other guy.
But you said you were sure because you only had unprotected with your husband.
Yes, but that's the only other person.
Has he ever met his father?
Yes, Your Honor. He denied him also.
Remember, guys, it's 2025. We chasing God and a purpose. We ain't chasing no bald head roaches, bro. They are the doorway to the devil, all right? We don't see eye to eye with the devil unless it's through them, by way of them, all right? Not all, but the majority, guys. Understand. And the ones that's not all, they'll let you know, they'll chase you. All right? These ones that want you to chase them, they the devil. Don't play their game, guys. Wrap up, strap up, drink responsibly. Do not play with your life. Also, guys, this video is sponsored by Ridge Wallet. Go get you a real wallet, man. This is a MGTOW channel. Men guarding their own wallet. Make sure you have a real wallet, bro. You ain't got a real wallet, what you guarding? Hit that link and view products and get you a wallet, man.
In the text of Bin Sirah, Lilith actually utters the name of God, which in Jewish tradition is something sacred and shouldn't be spoken. After this, she leaves the Garden of Eden, much to Adam's dismay. Adam turns to God to explain to him what had happened, and it appears that God takes Adam's side. Whether God was angry at Lilith for uttering his name, or angry at her for not assuming the subservient role under Adam, is not known, but God is so insulted that he actually sends 3 angels to hunt down Lilith and drag her back, against her will if need be. But when the angels found Lilith by the Red Sea, she would not return with them, and despite their orders from God, Lilith remained defiant. At this stalemate, it's Lilith who proposes a deal with the angels, where she suddenly assumes the role as a killer of children and men. In this section, Lilith promises that she will not harm any boy or man if they are protected by an amulet that has the name of the 3 angels who chased her inscribed on it. In some interpretations, it's understood that God created Lilith as an evil entity from the beginning, for reasons we just don't know. In these versions, Lilith was made to kill children when they were born, all the way up until the 8th day of their existence,